Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Caldwell Pope to James. To Caldwell Pope, deep left corner. Here comes the screen. Ball, pass to the rim. Now a steal by Philly. To Embiid. To Redick. Just not going down. The follow won't go either. Joel Embiid missed his first. That one goes.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Covington. From the painted area, won't go down. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Rejected.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Covington. Tosses. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Lonzo with it. He'll run the offense. Down for McGee. To Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Simmons to Covington. Lakers come up with it. James to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point ball game. Lakers at the controls right now. Sizing up the defense. James down for McGee. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons with it. Down 4 to Redick. Screen coming. Redick to Simmons. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. LeBron into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Deep right corner. Ball to Caldwell Pope. For 3, knocked away. Was it coming down? Yes, it was. Goaltending. Philadelphia with the basketball. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a chance. Shot by Lonzo there. No good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
James into the front court. Up 5. Blocked by...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Kuzma. That's rebounded by Embiid. Here's Simmons with it up top. 5-point game. To Covington. And a putback slam.
Ooh, establishing the glass early. But the defense has to be better at boxing out.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. Layup goes down. Well done.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Beasley. Down for McGee. Caldwell Pope had made his first couple, but he misses there. Simmons to Fultz. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Rondo with the basketball. Down by 1.
Come on, man. I need you to set the screen.
Here comes the screen.
Hey, kick me the ball.
That's no good. Fultz into the front court. Leads just a point. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Caldwell Pope. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Zaire Smith at the line. And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Cruises inside for 2.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Fultz to McConnell. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Shot from the lane, won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Sixers have the basketball. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. James. Oh, had him going there for a second. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Fultz with the basketball. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. McConnell to Fultz. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Shot by Fultz, no good. Across the timeline comes James. Leads a bucket. LeBron James. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
First free throw is good.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Beasley. Gets it in the right corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Down the lane to lay it in.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Fultz into the front court. Trailing by 4. To McConnell. Off the mark. Another follow. Still no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Gets a look. Can't hit. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Ball brings the rock up court.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. Second effort. Won't go. Fultz into the front court. Just under a minute to go in what's been a hotly contested first quarter. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Goes 2 for 2. LeBron with it up top. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. LBJ has it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he missed the free throw. Fultz into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Lakers have the rebound. Short jumper off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. 4-3. Not going down here. Crazy shot that time. No good. Deep three at the buzzer. We played a quarter of basketball here on New Year's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers control it. Simmons to Fultz. Great look and vision. Count the bucket for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
James fires the three. Off the mark. Fultz with the basketball. Down 5. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Simmons. Fultz. Can't connect. To Stevenson. Simmons. That is great vision to set it up. And the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Ball into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Curling inside. It's denied by Embiid.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Got it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Fultz. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Simmons with it. Down a point. To McConnell. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
T.J. McConnell trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Lonzo Ball with the rock. There's the toss. Kuzma. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Simmons. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ball. They get it to Kuzma, down low. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons into the front court. Leads one. Driving right to the basket. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
That boy's living his best life.
Fultz into the front court. Leads just a point. To Covington. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Caldwell Pope. Turnaround, it's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to McConnell. To Fultz. Short jumper stays out. Ball with the basketball. They trail by 1. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. Simmons to Covington. From long range. Offensive rebound. The follow won't go either. Ball with it up top. Down by 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner. Stevenson to Ball. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Fultz with the basketball. His team up by 1. Oh, what a finish. No whistle. That was old school.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Ball goes to the left side to Stevenson. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it.
Oh, this out.
Number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Get it, shoot it again.
Lakers ball. James to Josh Hart. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Rebound, Covington. To Simmons. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
LBJ with it.
That's a big, that's a big.
Probing the defense. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Has a look. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. They trail by 7. Charged with the board. Covington. Passed it off. Whoa! What a finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
James. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
It's denied by LeBron.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hart. Embiid says not this time.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. LBJ. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw.
Number 17, J.J. Redick.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. In the front court comes Simmons. It's an 8-point lead. Scores from the post.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Count the basket at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Covington. Simmons fires the 3, and he buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Lakers at the controls right now. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Surprised to say the least. I know I didn't expect LeBron to be back in the 2-1-6. But as we know, we should come to expect the unexpected with him every time.
Simmons with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Redick. And the Lakers with the rebound. To James. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
LeBron into the front court. Down 6. Blocked by Covington. Out of bounds. Last touch by Robert Covington. James. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great pass.
It's good, and it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's the Sixers out in front.
76ers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Simmons has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Here comes the screen. Redick to Simmons. He gets it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Redick to Simmons. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Easy layup.
Two for 2 on that trip.
See you've been working on your game.
To Caldwell Pope, deep left corner. James to Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to get things going.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Sixers control it. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
I see he's been working out, huh?
And he makes them both. Lonzo with it. The deficit is 6. To James. Oh, had him going there for a second. James gets it in the left corner. Caldwell Pope. Not done yet. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen to Covington. Baseline drive. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Missed a wide-open look. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 4 out of 7.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Simmons to Redick. They go down low to Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. James into the front court. Now down 6. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Redick with it. He'll run the offense. To Simmons. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Cleans it up. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. James to Caldwell Pope. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Simmons into the front court. Up by 6. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Ball to James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play, and the lead is down to 3. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Takes stock of the floor. Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Dario Saric at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%.
Good shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. Ball to James. Probing the defense. Oh, he had him there for a second. Turn around, it's good.
You hear a lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell, but Kyle Kuzma is probably one of the biggest surprises in the draft last year. Averaging around 16 points per game and became an all-rookie first team after being drafted 27th overall.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Nothing going here on that drive. McGee powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one, count it.
Into the game for the 76ers.
Able to convert on both free throws. Lonzo Ball with the rock. Here comes the screen. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Markelle Fultz to Simmons. And look out. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline comes James. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
New blood coming in for both sides. JaVale McGee trying to cash in on a 3-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line.
Get your money, man.
Sixers have the basketball.
Screen come on the left.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. Rejected by McGee.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And a finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Fultz. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
James. Tough shot. Well defended. Fultz into the front court. Leads 3. Simmons to Fultz.
Hey. Screen. Watch the cutter, man.
Add 2 points to the board.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Here's Rondo with it. The deficit now up to 5. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Sixers controlling. Simmons to McConnell. They go down low to Simmons. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy. About that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. It's James controlling the offense.
Hey, watch the screen, look.
To Ball. For 3. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Oops, he missed the first one. Second of 3, got it. Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 1. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
JaVale McGee. To Ball. Over to the right side. Kyle Kuzma. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
They go down low to Simmons. Shot from the lane won't go. Ball. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. In a flash, scores at the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's shooting 71% so far. Simmons with it. His guys now trailing by a point. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw try, off the mark. Fultz with the basketball. His guys down 3. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Rajon Rondo has got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. First one goes down.
There you go. Good shot, baby.
Goes 2 for 2.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They're down 3. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Nope. First one does not go. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. To Ball. Has a chance. Kuzma can't connect. Fultz into the front court. Down 3. Covington to Simmons. And the reward, he's going to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Los Angeles has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Caldwell Pope. 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here's LeBron for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Covington. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. LeBron with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making it.
And a putback slam. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And it's deadlocked. All tied up. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Covington.
Today, folks, if our team wins the game and scores 100 points tonight, everyone gets
To Fultz. Has a look. Jumper's good. Lakers ball.
I got ball. This is all me. I got ball. I got ball. I got some for
Ball to Caldwell Pope. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball to the rim. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Ball into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Fultz into the front court. His team up by 1. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
I got him. Here we go. I got ball. Right. Oh, no, he can't guard you out here.
JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's got it for three.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Redick to Fultz. 4-3. And it's good from downtown for Markelle Fultz.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Beasley to Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Philadelphia with the basketball to McConnell. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Caldwell Pope to Beasley. Down for McGee. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Fultz with the basketball. All even here in the fourth. Down the lane. Shot won't fall. Beasley. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Rajon Rondo at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Fultz into the front court. His group now down 2. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Beasley. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. LeBron into the front court. Leads a bucket. From the outside, no good.
Hey, lock up.
Fultz to McConnell. Joel Embiid. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. James into the front court. Lead is 2. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
McConnell. Lets it fly from long range. Drains it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Oh, he can't connect. Fultz with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. To Simmons.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Redick. Here comes the screen. Defense making the ball carrier work. To Fultz. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Sixers have the basketball. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on a shot.
James. Over to the right side. And he hits.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Simmons, great feed, sets it up. J.J. Redick, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
LeBron shot, that's no good. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Misses the first. Missed the second one as well. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. LeBron James with the rock to Stevenson. Ball to Stevenson. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First try, no good. No good. Missed them both. Ball with the basketball. 2-point advantage. From long range, the rebound belongs to the 76ers. It's denied by LeBron. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Ball to James. In scores on the step back.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Simmons kicks it around the perimeter to Covington. Fires the three. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Embiid. Trying to cash in. Covington with a shot that's off the mark. Across the timeline comes James. Leads 3.
Double team, double team, double team. On the other side.
To Kyle Kuzma.
Double team.
James.
There you go. Watch, I got you right here, right here.
Rondo. That's off the side of the rim. Short to James. Turn around. It's good.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Simmons with it. The deficit now up to 5. Short jumper stays out to James. Turns and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Los Angeles has the basketball. James sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Simmons into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Embiid. Covington. It's Embiid for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
James. To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Rajon Rondo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Redick with it. He'll run the offense.
Defense, let's go.
And counted at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Redick. LeBron with it up top. It's an 11-point game. To Kyle Kuzma. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
In the front court comes Simmons. The deficit now up to 13. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Changes coming from both sides right now. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The 76ers finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Assists.
it's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display. The ball movement was tremendous.
Player of the game.
LeBron James gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.